Good evening, Papua New Guinea. Welcome to this episode of Business PNG. Good roads and reliable health services are essential for any community in Papua New Guinea. While these services remain largely the responsibility of government, in recent times, companies have come on board through public-private partnerships to improve the lives of people where they are. This week, we take a look at Nautilus Minerals and the work it is doing on West Coast Namatanai. Enjoy. For the people of West Coast Namatanai, bad roads and poor health services over the years have been seen as hindrances to real development, not an ideal situation for any part of Papua New Guinea to find itself in. However, in recent times there have been signs of improvement. Through a strategic partnership between the private sector and the provincial government, communities across this part of New Ireland are slowly beginning to see evidence of service delivery at their doorstep. For Nautilus Minerals, operators of the Solwara 1 project, communities along West Coast Namatanai represent important stakeholders within their operations. Communities here are regarded as CABs, coastal areas of benefit. It is these communities that stand to benefit from spin-off activities from the upcoming Solwara 1 project. Although the Solwara 1 project is not in operation as yet, Nautilus has already committed to partnering with the New Ireland Provincial Government in improving the lives of communities here. In 2015, Nautilus commenced on a water and sanitation project targeting schools in this part of the province. Since then, partnerships in the areas of health and infrastructure have been forged between Nautilus and the New Ireland Provincial Government. Recently, communities from all over this part of New Ireland came together to witness the launch of a new bridge built through this PPP.
Now we got this privilege, long open this bridge. Walk bong bong, Nautilus and New Ireland Provincial Government, supported by the government of Papua New Guinea. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The bridge, built at a cost of just over 3 million kina, is the first under this partnership. And for New Ireland Governor, Sir Julius Chan, a once staunch opponent of Nautilus Minerals, this represents a new journey between the provincial government and the operator of Solwara 1.
Stanley na Nautilus. The day, government belong me, spending money. Government belong me, fight us all. Work, the money comes straight along line belong Stanley. Now Mike Johnson had him right. All Nautilus. So today you may give him big plahan past him. Long Stanley, no line long end.
Pino governor, long Papua New Guinea, he come na put in Brisbane. Aren't top good? Government long Papua New Guinea, he put in Brisbane. This came from Nautilus. Now agreement on them governor long New Ireland. Only signing of the agreement. Time governor is also me plan on a browse him all now. You be signing agreement na pass in Nautilus. No come na help me plan. No more road, all bridge, all school, all housing, no me plan. Nautilus, thank you very much.
This bridge at Pobanom represents the first of a series of bridges through this public-private partnership. This partnership, if utilized well, will form the basis of economic development along West Coast Namatanai.
Mipla iga tupla road lok simanita sol. Long kakao na kopra. Pasil belum market especially lo watery and all marine ulan tumas lo market. Mipla all marine sa golom market lo town. So way mipla simani lo kopra na kakao. One blabek ibig pula wok lo kopra so one blabek miken katim only chachim lo payaman pipe kina long yukukim lo payaman 10 kina back kopra na misakim. So 20 kina long koprai go lo Namatanai town, lo hablos salem. So sample time sa 90 kina lo amplo be kopra. 100 kg be kopra ya 90 kina. So time mi katim go lo car 20 kina, mi katim go lo payaman 5 kina, mi katim go lo kari migo 10 kina. Mi go buy my 10 kg or hamas packet rice, no got more money.
Nemi lukim na British long up, Emi Wakbung, was a minister, Barani Topolis, Ian Mark from provincial government na Nautilus Minerals. Namila acknowledge him, his leadership, the management from Honorable Governor Sir Julius Chen, mi yabraman Dumas. We come start here almost now, 2 years now, but we really appreciate him. As man, we work on national government. We look at plenty of projects inside of New Ireland province, we have talked clear. Even though you start one national government, that's all provincial government will go past now, will still put it development.
For Nautilus Minerals, this partnership presents an opportunity for the company to become an agent of positive change within West Coast Namatanai, as well as New Ireland province as a whole.
And again, that is to complement, I guess, the provincial government's plan to have a all-access road on the West Coast. East Coast is, we've gone for that road drive already. It's a beautiful spot. West Coast, unfortunately, is slowly missing those links. And slowly, with what we've done yesterday, and the provincial government plan to upgrade that road, would bring the standard of West Coast Road up to speed. It is important, the infrastructure we built. For us, again, the ultimate aim is to have a bridge where you have people able to access services in KVA or in Namatanai. So they're able to go to the hospital, they're able to go to the town to buy their stuff. In terms of like a business opportunities in the West Coast, the PNG drivers can run good trucks, keep their trucks for a longer period, rather than going through wet crossing and having mechanical problems. So in that front, you have a whole weather access road and bridge. It will work very well for the community. We also have plans and programs in place for in terms of agriculture area. So the cocoa and copra is a very important community product in this area. So if we've got that bridge, we've got the roads, it will really help the community, the West Coast community, because they have cocoa, they have copra, and they are already going back into producing those products. So you have a good bridge, you have a good road. It is important, and I think it will really help the West Coast community.
Welcome back to Business PNG. The partnership between Nautilus Minerals and the New Ireland Provincial Government extends into the health sector as well. In this segment, we look at Nautilus Minerals and its work in conducting a mobile health patrol in villages along the west coast of Namatanai in New Ireland Province. The partnership between Nautilus Minerals and the New Ireland Provincial Government extends beyond infrastructure. Over 13 weeks, Nautilus Minerals had been conducting mobile health clinics along West Coast Namatanai. And for communities in this part of New Ireland, this couldn't have come at a more crucial time. The harsh reality is that people from West Coast Namatanai have had to face deteriorating road networks as well as basically non-existent health services.
Kami please have go long big plastic, long me low tree go Namatanai town, also big plastic, and 5 kina. That's all. We play go Namatanai by no got help him. So by me play must go all get a KVN General Hospital. So logo lo KVN General Hospital and lo here go and 50 kina. One plan walk about. So lo come back and 50 kina again. So me no got one talk long KVN 2 and by me go sleep lo transit. 35 kina long one plan night lo transit. Me at me by me kai. So we play local semi big plamane Thomas. So some time we play no Savego. But we play stop the solo place. one time will heavy.
Access to basic health services has been close to non-existent. For many, a walk of close to 3 hours to an aid post has become the way of life. And for medical officers who choose to serve in this part of New Ireland, the seeming lack of attention given to them has become a burden to their own health.
The church health facilities, they have better number of staffing compared to a government health facility. You would sometimes just have one nursing officer, one CHW, to a population of about 1,000, 2,000, and that's a lot. And let me tell you that we've had challenges where nurses have literally collapsed straight after a straight shift. For instance, today, they go on night shift the next day, a night shift. And by the time it's morning, we've had about a few nurses who've collapsed. And that's too much, so I guess when PHA comes in, we hope that we are bringing these issues up.
According to Sister Gijoli Aaron, for the people of West Coast Namatanai, access to basic medical health services has only been through church-run medical clinics who operate on a very tight budget and with limited medical supplies.
I, as the head of the nursing, one of the leaders in the nursing, I'm trying my best to put this forward to PHA that we have to have that kind of number of nursing personnel on the ground so that they cater for that. Because WHO standard is 1 officer to 500. And to have one nurse, 1 officer to 1, that's too much.
But there is optimism. There are signs that health services will slowly improve, and Nautilus Minerals is taking the first steps in ensuring this. According to Nautilus Minerals, the partnership with the New Ireland Provincial Government is one that aims to improve the level of living along the West Coast, an area which the company considers as a coastal area of benefit.
Come in, had a look at, in consultation with the provincial health team, looked at the facilities, did some baseline survey, and we discovered that there was not enough data for us to do targeted programs, health programs in the community. So we did a baseline survey. We engaged EBD Associate and the provincial team, go out to the village, talk to the villages. Based on their feedback, we had a report which was able to tell us, what disease was in the community, what disease was in the family, were they able to go to the hospital or not, could they afford to go to the hospital or not. So we've got ranges of outcomes, and then we went back, sat with the province, and we agreed that we should do a outreach program or clinic in the village.
The program we undertaken over the last 12 weeks is called the Nautilus Health Patrol, which has the purpose of one coming forward into the 7 wards in the communities of interest, in the 7 wards here in Namatanai, where there are 2 wards in central New Ireland and the rest here in Namatanai. And we're basically here to do 2 things. Firstly, to treat illnesses that we find in the community amongst individuals, and secondly, to form a trail of data collected out of those the situations of illness to establish a data set to assist Nautilus to look at specific programs to target those illnesses of interest in the future. They see us coming here, filling in a gap that they know does exist in the community, which really is the foresight of Nautilus, to have, through the initial contact with the community, they understood that health was a major requirement for them to be able to impact significantly in the community. And so the reaction of the community has been nothing less than supportive, nothing less than enthusiastic, and in the end, they fully appreciate what we are doing, which really reflects well on the intent that Nautilus had the wisdom of negotiating and also making it their business to participate in the health of the community.
Looking at him, this plan help him through. Help him people man lo place all same logo long big plow sick inoisi. So me looking at him help him Nautilus Mineral ni kisi bus pala help patrol. And me come straight lo I do lo house. Where me help him me people man long come straight na only check me place straight lo I do lo house belum me pla. Where no cost him money.
As a nursing officer, you know, I sit at the last booth, which is a station 5. And for them having gone through all the stations and then finally ending up at that booth, when they receive all the basic drums that normally they couldn't afford to get it if they had to go to Namatanai or even to Kavieng, and to see a smile on their face, that's enough to tell me that they are satisfied. Even though they have not expressed, but a lot of these people have really expressed that they are satisfied that they did receive this kind of service right at the doorsteps.
Welcome back to Business PNG. The partnership between Nautilus Minerals and the New Ireland Provincial Government has been forged with the aim of improving the lives of the people of West Coast Namatanai, an area that has largely missed out on services over the years. Now, while Nautilus has not yet commenced operation on its Solwara 1 project, there are high hopes that these services to the people along the west coast of Namatanai will continue for many more years to come. The progress made by Nautilus Minerals, together with the New Ireland Provincial Government, is being seen as a win-win for communities along West Coast Namatanai. Despite the uncertainties surrounding the Solwara 1 project, especially in regards to the environmental impacts of the project, communities here view Nautilus Minerals' role as one of being a leader in championing positive development. This has been noted as well from the political level, with New Ireland Governor Sir Julius Chan and Namatanai MP Byron Chan, who is also the National Mining Minister.
But you must help me, don't convince me. Now people belong me. Don't desperate decision that was me to like walk him by no not bakarabim future for New Ireland. Yes. Me dog, you may be the last, but you will be the best. Yes. So West Coast, don't give up hope.
Walking wash program, no get a school or get a toilet, no old school picking only walking now. After the last 3 months, only been working this health program. Dr. Usuruf is up here. And number 1 bridge here. Now I got 5 more bridges all by walking. All get this program of Nautilus, Emblong Nautilus, Inoblong Government of Papua New Guinea, Emblong Nautilus want the New Ireland Provincial Government.
Both once staunch opponents of Nautilus Minerals are now open-minded about Nautilus Minerals and its role in partnering for a better New Ireland. Despite New Ireland playing host to 2 other mining projects, both leaders have given credit to Nautilus for the proactive role it taken, especially along West Coast Namatanai. This is a view also held by local leaders in this part of New Ireland.
I think before time Nautilus even come inside, me too, one plamino bin amamas long only come. Na time been come, na only start working my awareness. Na time only talk about the helping me play long house, liklik house sick blow me play. Me play bin amamas, so say me at councillor, me got amamas.
Same na mi amamas through long on programs where company na New Ireland Provincial Government anit long chen na usat provincial administrator tu lo this time. Me talk thank you long en on behalf long all people below me long Ward 4 na West Coast as a whole.
For Nautilus Minerals, the partnership in infrastructure and health is their way of giving back to the communities even before their Solwara 1 project officially commences.
With the WASH program, it costs us about 1.2 million kina for all 22 schools, including those 7. Once we completed that, it will be the remaining 5. Sorry, so it will cost us 1.2. Roughly now we're sitting around 1 million kina for the 22 schools. So that's for that, and for the bridge, again, we had an agreement with the provincial government, our CEO Mike Johnson, and the Governor Grand Chief Julie Chen. They signed an agreement in 2013 saying that okay, we'll build 3 bridges on the West Coast again in the CAB. So we've delivered the first bridge, which is Pubunum Bridge. That cost is around 3.1 million.
The occasion has also provided an opportunity for Nautilus Minerals to provide an update on where the Solwara 1 project is right now.
We are looking at 2018 September, the last quarter of 2018, or the first quarter of 2019. That's the scheduled plan we have now in terms of production start date. So now we are still going through our vessel, which is being built in China. That's come along pretty well, and that should be delivered in 2018 September. So once the vessel is delivered, production should start.
For communities in West Coast Namatanai, having Nautilus Minerals partner with the provincial government in the areas of infrastructure and health has been a godsend.
Receive all the basic drums that normally they couldn't afford to get it if they had to go to Namatanai or even to Kavieng, and to see a smile on their face, that's enough to tell me that they are satisfied, even though they have not expressed. But a lot of these people have really expressed that they are satisfied that they did receive this kind of service right at the doorsteps.
And that's all from us for now. If you'd like more business updates, you can check out the EMTV online webpage on the address now showing on your screen. If not, you can also check out some business updates on Business PNG's Facebook page or on the Twitter handle @Business PNG. Until the next time, I'm Mira Batulo, and this has been Business PNG.